Hi, I'm Julia Piota. I'm a life coach and a board certified health and wellness coach, and I help women to create healthier relationships with themselves. And why do I do this? I help them with this because it's really important that we get to know who we are and what we want to experience out of life so we can then live lives that feel more fulfilling, more peaceful, more filled with joy, and we can have healthier relationships with not only ourselves but the people around us. So today I wanted to just tell you a little story about my day today and how this is just a perfect example of how we can get in our own way when we're living by other people's limiting beliefs. So today I ended up eating my breakfast in the bathtub. You're probably like, what the hell? Why were you eating breakfast in the bathtub? Well, it was not my first game plan. I was planning to eat my breakfast and then jump in the bathtub. I decided to quick run and check on my bath and see, where the water was at, if it was full. And I saw it was, and I felt the temperature of the water, and it wasn't as hot as I thought it would be. And I'm like, shit, by the time I'm done eating my breakfast, my bath water is going to be too cold. So that's why I decided to jump in the bath and eat my breakfast in the bath. So I want you to think about this. Have you been someone that learned when you were younger not to eat your food and then go swimming immediately after? So this is something that we may have learned from our parents or, other people that were influencers in our lives when we were younger. And there had always been this thing, if you go swimming right after you eat, you're going to get a stomach ache. So by living by that limiting belief, by choosing for that limiting belief to be, one of our own that we operate by, this technically could have limited me from going into the bathtub and eating my breakfast in there. Because automatically, if I chose that belief to be my own, I would be like, oh no, if I go in there, I'm going to end up probably getting a stomach ache because I would have just associated eating food, going into water immediately after is going to, cause this stomach ache. Obviously, I don't live by that. That's not a belief system that I have. It's not something that I believed in. So that's why I chose to do that. So if I didn't, let's say I had this belief system that yes, if you go into the water immediately after eating, you're going to get a stomach ache, then that would have limited me. It causes me to live a limited life. So I would have never gotten to experience the joy that chilling in the bathtub and eating my breakfast brought to me this morning. To be able to sit there and relax and just, it wasn't it wasn't a crazy breakfast. It was literally a smoothie bowl. So nothing weird that I was eating, like, a plate of eggs, bacon, toast, and all that stuff. So when you think about that, I was actually getting two things done at once, chilling out in the bath and eating, so multitasking. But not doing this and choosing to live by that belief system, then it would have never provided me this potential new experience that I might use again in my future. So we get this one-track brain when we live by other people's belief systems and make them our own, or, whatever it might be. Maybe it's your own belief system that you are living by. And we have to really look at it. Like, is this belief system serving me? Well, that is just an example of the going in the water after eating. Does that serve me? Technically, no. I don't know what everybody else's thoughts are, but I've never had any issues with eating and going swimming. So that then would, if I chose it, it would just, again, it would cause me to live a life of restriction and limitation by choosing to think that I need to wait, 30 to 60 minutes or whatever it is to go into the water. So I want you to just, use this example, again, just a small example, and think about what other limiting beliefs do you currently have in your life that might be restricting you from new possibilities. Maybe you don't want to eat your breakfast in the bathtub, that's totally fine. But what is it that you're hanging on to currently that you think might be limiting you? So think about thoughts around money, around health, around relationships, around the relationship that you have with yourself. Maybe it's around, you having time to take care of yourself. Maybe the thoughts of you having to place other people before yourself. So when we get into those mindsets and we live from that restriction, again, we're not living life to our full potential. We're not being able to experience all that we could possibly experience, and we're restricted, we're limited. So use this, again, maybe not the best example, but I wanted to just give you what I went through today and what popped into my mind to give you just a visual of what that looks like. So if you have any comments regarding this, feel free to drop them below. But what thoughts are you ready to start releasing that are limiting you, that are restricting you from being able to live life with more possibility, to allow you to tap in to your full potential? If you're in a place where you're looking to really start working on creating this more expansive, healthier relationship with yourself so you can start living a life that is more fulfilling, meaning your relationships are more fulfilling, you're enjoying, living your life, you have more happiness, more peace, more joy, please feel free to click on the link down in the description section. You can schedule a free discovery call with me if you are wanting to work with a coach one-on-one to really truly start creating the life that you're living instead of just living on default. If you like today's video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys soon. Have a great day.